On Wednesday, June 25th at 5:31 a.m. Central Time, we have this month's new moon happening in the sign of Cancer, and it's a really big one because it's conjunct the planet Jupiter, that planet of luck and expansion and abundance and opportunities. And so we're going to be feeling all the feels under this new moon. As always, new moons are when the sun and the moon come together in the sky and they form a conjunction, and that's why it's associated with new beginnings and the start of new cycles. And it's a time to set new intentions and plant seeds of those things that you want to nurture and grow over the upcoming months. Because this new moon is happening in the sign of Cancer, that means we're getting new beginnings and like fresh starts to our emotional world, especially surrounding things like our home and our family and our chosen family and that feeling of belonging. And it could also be like our ancestry and our roots and where we come from. It could also be like fresh starts around our intuition and learning to trust our intuition even more and honoring our sensitivity and honoring our emotions and really reflecting on like our emotional security and what that feels like to us. And again, we're just going to be feeling a lot and feeling bigger than usual because it's conjunct Jupiter and Jupiter expands what it touches. But there's a beautiful reflective energy with this new moon where it's a great time to do some like internal introspection and reflection about your emotions and how you express your emotions and if you allow yourself to express your emotions. So again, just do kind of like an emotional check-in with yourself and, check in with how you're feeling, whether it's like in this moment or if you journal, you could look back over the last few months and see how your emotions have changed over that time and, if you can notice any patterns that came up. And then you could really use your emotions as a way to kind of like guide you on a path of where you're wanting to go. So again, I think like journaling our way through our emotions and through this new moon is going to be a great way to utilize the energy. Journaling about those things like our emotional safety and security and where we come from, like our home and our family and our roots and our ancestry. And it could also be things like our intuition and ways that our intuition shows up for us in the past and how it shows up for us now. And then reflecting on like our own inner world and reflecting on if that is a safe place for us to, be vulnerable. Like if you have a harsh inner critic or you don't talk to yourself very kind, that is not an environment that's conducive to growth and healing. And so, setting intentions around being kinder to yourself and nurturing yourself and treating yourself like you're somebody that you love and care about. Really making your inner world this safe space that allows for that growth and healing to occur. Remember, we are our first homes and, we have to spend all of our time with ourselves. And so might as well get close with yourself and treat yourself like you are somebody that you love and care about.